Hi, my name's Christina, and every year for Millions Missing, I like to share some of my art. For those of you who don't know what Millions Missing is, it's the annual protest for myalgic encephalomyelitis health equality. This year, I created a body cast series called Broken Body, Enduring Spirit. The series explores the relationship between myself, my body, and the outside world. I was really inspired by the plaster corsets of Frida Kahlo and how she had to wear them throughout her whole life and transform them into beautiful pieces of art. I hope that my body cast can tell a story too. Just one story of someone living with myalgic encephalomyelitis. Broken body symbolizes the day in, day out, unrelenting grind of a survival state. ME is a multisystemic neuroimmune disease characterized by a plethora of symptoms, which fatigue is but one of. The fatigue of ME is akin to living under house arrest, incarcerated by an inexplicable bodily collapse. There is no Alcatraz as inescapable as a body with ME. In this primal state, you can feel emotionally battered and weary. It's a disease that strips away your external life until all that remains is your raw spirit, exposed to the external elements. It feels like constantly trying to salvage and stitch together what precious fragments of health remain. There's a constant fear of collapse, and shame sinks into the cracked bedrock of your identity. There's also a sustained battle against the ubiquitous falsehoods surrounding ME, ones of rejection, ridicule, and judgment, because it is a contested illness. This only adds salt to the gaping wounds. There's another painful part. It will seem like almost any other opinion carries more weight than your own, and your capacity for autonomous judgment will be viewed as less than a credible source. This is especially true if you're a woman or person of color. Living with ME requires a strength beyond our physical sense of the word. Most of us lose our jobs, some of our friends, and the capacity to enjoy simple activities, and a great degree of our freedom to act spontaneously. Along with the grief of these losses, and deep within my fractured body, lies a burning knowledge. If I ever weather this illness, I will certainly have the grit and determination to pursue every dream held close to my heart. Living with ME is a balancing act of holding in one hand the hope of finding something that will help, and in the other, acceptance of a new disabled reality. There isn't a day goes by that I don't wish I was healthy again. But I'm also coming to the realization that this in limbo, hopefully transitory place is life, and my life right now. My body might feel broken, but I also want to connect to it in more ways than just resentment, anger, frustration, and grief. Not to diminish these valid emotions in any way, but to make room for another way of relating to my chronically ill body. Enduring Spirit is about this very space, and it embraces rest and restoration in the face of capitalism and productivity. It's here that I call back my power, self-compassion, and self-worth, and wash them over my experiences of living with ME. I also remind myself that I am enough in this moment and every moment, just as I am. While by no means a cure, it does help me cope. It's a way to remind myself that I am still me, even if I am unable to fully express myself in the world in the ways that my heart yearns to. I don't know how long I will have to navigate the war zone of ME, but I do know that the landscape of ME is changing. A worldwide pandemic has brought post-viral disease to the forefront like no other time in history. I believe we are at the cusp of a new era that will have a firmer grasp on the challenges and medical needs of the ME community. Thanks so much for watching, and to find ways to get involved, you can check the description box below. Thank you so much. Bye.